Okay, this is the installation video instructions for the shifter slider made by us, Nostalgia Delivered. This is for the Mustang, the 2010 to 2014 automatic transmission Mustang. The part we're talking about is this slider in here. You can see it. This often breaks, and then you can't buy it from Ford. They only want to sell you the entire shifter, and you gotta have a mechanic install it. But if only your slider is broken, this is a good replacement. 3D printed with TPU plastic, flexible but durable. TPU is very durable. Even the strip is nice and durable. So first thing I'm going to do, I don't have the vehicle. I just have a sample unit here from a junkyard vehicle. But first step for a real vehicle is there's going to be a silver plastic bezel around the shifter, and that's going to be pried up as your first step. And you want to use a pry tool. I'm using a screwdriver for this video, but like a plastic pry tool that won't scratch the finish. You're going to carefully pry the corners of that, lift it up, lift it up over the handle. Second step, the actual center console cover that goes front to back needs to be removed, because you have to remove that to get access to the clips here. So there should be a couple bolts, maybe a couple clips. They may be hidden under trim or inside the storage box in the rear. Remove those. You should be able to lift it up. You may have to work it around. Like the brake handle might be here, or you got to work it around this handle to get it off. But once that's out of the way, then you're going to work on removing the handle and the cover of the shifter. And to remove the handle, you want to get another pry tool. Again, I'm using a screwdriver, but use something that won't scratch. And pry down this chrome cover over the center. And there'll be two Torx screws, one on either side of the handle, that you want to remove. And take those both out, set them aside. Be careful, don't drop them in the holes or anything. And then that should free the handle up to be removed. You want to pull it up, but there's wires you got to be careful with. So as you're removing the handle and the shaft, you got to make sure that you don't rip those. Be very careful pulling this up. Don't rip those out. Disconnect it if you can, and then those come up. Now, last thing we need to remove, the actual cover. And there's going to be clips, 1, 2 big ones on either side, and then in the four corners of the actual slider track. Sometimes you have to get these off as well. And you can do it with your fingers. Just be careful. If you need to use a pry tool or a screwdriver, again, be very, very careful. These could be brittle from age, heat, UV exposure, and such. But you want to press in these main clips here. There'll be two on the other side. Mine are broken because it's a junkyard unit. And then sometimes you got to manually pry up the corners of the track. And once all those are loose, this whole thing just comes off. And there's the shifter, or the slider, that we make and sell. And just a demonstration. Nice and durable, flexible, but firm. It's not super floppy like a lot of TPU. This is nice and firm and flexible and durable. And then it's got the indicator strip here that lets light through, which if your car has the backlight, it'll let the light through. You can kind of see the blue glow already. It's kind of bluish green to your eyes. On the camera, it kind of looks blue. And here, if I turn this light off, you can see it glows. So when you're gonna unlock the orange indicates your selected gear, and it's lit up nice. It slides along and it lights up through the letters here. I'll show you once it's reassembled. Let's turn this back on. Anyway, you can take the old one out. If there's any broken pieces, get them out of there so they don't bind up. And they might even have fallen in here. And look, here's the wire for the overdrive button. That's where you're going to disconnect the wire that comes down the shaft inside here. So make sure that you don't rip that wire and then it's reconnected when you're reassembling. See it there. So when you have the new one, place it on its track. Let's see, I'll show you closely. There's a track here. You got the main sliders track, and then you have the indicator strip has its own track with a little separator in between. And it comes up higher. That's why it sticks up higher. It's the curve is higher. So place it in the make sure both pieces are in their tracks and not falling in. And it's it's in its track like that. And you just reassemble in reverse order. Make sure you don't pinch anything when you're putting it back together. And you can kind of press down on this to slide so you make sure everything's good. But all the corners need to be clipped in. Don't forget the ones on the corners of the track. Make sure those are clipped in. You can kind of get it nice and smooth, And then when you're reassembling this, make sure the wire is connected that's in there to the wire that's going to be coming out of here. Mine doesn't have it. It's a junkyard, but the wire is going to be coming out of here. Make sure it's connected to the wire in there. You can slide everything back in. The square flat side is going to be to the rear, and the rounded side is going to be to the front. So the same thing on here. And so once that's slid all the way in there and the handle's in, you're going to put those screws back in, and then once this is nice and firm and not wiggling with those screws in there, then you slide the chrome back up. And you can again test to make sure everything slides, and then put the console back in, and any bolts you took out, put them back in, and then put the bezel back on. Be very careful with those as well, because they could break. And just to demonstrate, you can see the color of the indicator there showing the gear. I don't know of any other 3D printed sliders that include this, so mine's unique. And it slides between all the gears. And if I turn the light off, if your Mustang has the backlight, we shade it nice and it'll be visible at night. So it's not overpowering. And I have it lit up just with a bench power supply to 12 volts to match the car. So you can see it's not overpoweringly bright, but it's a nice visible blue glow on the inactive and orange on the active. So yeah, that's installation steps. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. eBay, I'm Nostalgia Delivered. Nostalgia-Delivered. We may rebrand eventually, but for now, that's the name. And thanks for your business. Thanks for your support. Have a good day.